drop a long way back from the 3 miles, and it does look as if the only flight of hurdles that will be omitted is the flight that would have been the last. So we'll have 2 lots of 5 to take during the course of their journey. Old Nakarabo could just have his moment in the sun as he leads the field up with Cole Harden. Just in terms of the quantity of horses that line up against him, Ballyoptic 4 to 1 second best. Kotkikova actually holds a Gold Cup entry as well as one for the Stayers Hurdle, and a mare's entry as well, so we'll learn a fair bit more about her this afternoon. So they're heading towards the starter. They drop a long way back from the 3 miles, and it does look as if the only flight of hurdles that will be omitted is the flight that would have been the last. So we'll have 2 lots of 5 to take during the course of their journey. Old Nakarabo could just have his moment in the sun as he leads the field up with Cole Harden. Quite a few that like to go forward here. The Romford Pele, an Old Guard, who's a question mark at the trip. He tries it for the first time. As the runners make their way towards the start, he's got his flag raised and he lets them go. For this GalliardHomes.com Cleeve Hurdle, a Grade 2 contest, Cole Harden and Nakarabo are the first 2 to break the line. Ballyoptic being kept close to them as they rise at the first. First 3 flights come up pretty fast in this contest. The Romford Pele is handy on the outside. Rev de Civila just ahead of Shon 2 Bob, and Tom Poor 2 comes next with Petit Zig and Old Guard wider out, with the grey Kotkikova just in midfield. You know what I mean, Harry's towards the outside in the hoop colours with the white cap will rise in about 7th or 8th as they step over flight number 2. The Young Master is towards the rear with Henry Parry Morgan, What a Night, and last of all West Approach. So on towards the 3rd. Cole Harden just had to sit and search for a stride, but was clever there. West Approach gave it a little bit of daylight at the back of the field. And early on it's Cole Harden who leads by half a length. Ballyoptic in 2nd place. Old Nakarabo in 3rd in those brown colours with the hoop sleeves. Rev de Civila shows in 4th place. Shon 2 Bob with the noseband and cheek pieces on the inside of Kotkikova. Then the Romford Pele. You know what I mean, Harry's wide out on the course with Ntompo 2, Henry Parry Morgan, the Young Master and What a Night towards the rear of the field. Petit Zig also towards the rear. And last of all was West Approach. A reminder for Petit Zig on landing over that. 1 from the tail as they now make the turn downhill. So now we've only got 1 flight of hurdles for a considerable period of time, effectively half the track. So we're looking at a distance of best part of a mile. So out in front it is Cole Harden who shows the way. From in 2nd place, a length back to Ballyoptic. 3rd place for Nakarabo as they begin the turn downhill. 4th for Shon 2 Bob on the inside of Rev de Civila. Out a little wider we have the Romford Pele, You Know What I Mean Harry, on the outside of the grey Kotkikova as they run downhill. Old Guard and the Young Master are the next 2 with Ntompo 2, Petit Zig, Henry Parry Morgan, What a Night, and last of all is West Approach. So this flight will be the last in the circuit's time, and Ballyoptic match strides with Cole Harden over that. And now they'll make the turn back towards home, where there are no flights of hurdles at all, given that we're omitting what would usually be the last. So Ballyoptic, very prominently this afternoon by Richard Johnson, looking to round off a really superb day for Nigel Twiston-Davis. Cole Harden on the inside, Nakarabo in 3rd. You know what I mean, Harry's been brought noticeably closer in 4th place, anxious not to give too much track position to the likes of Ballyoptic. Shon 2 Bob is in 5th place. Then the Romford Pele, Kotkikova's towards the inside with Old Guard, Rev de Civila as they'll bypass this flight of hurdles. The Young Master and Ntompo 2, Henry Parry Morgan, What a Night, Petit Zig and West Approach. So now back on the straight and narrow, slavering their way between hurdles and fences up the home straight, and Cole Harden will lead the turn away. Just about to complete their first circuit in Cleeve Hurdle. Half a length away for Ballyoptic. The 2 of them are stretched 4 lengths clear from Nakarabo in 3rd. You know what I mean, Harry is in 4th place with Shon 2 Bob in 5th. 2 lengths to the grey Kotkikova, who's on the inside of the Romford Pele. Rev de Civila comes next with Old Guard. They've completed a circuit, and these 2, Mick, have ensured that they've gone a pretty decent gallop throughout.
Yeah, they certainly have, Richard, but you mentioned the fact that, you know what I mean, Harry has been ridden a little bit more prominently today. I think that's because of Ballyoptic. Barry just does not want to give that horse any rope because he knows how well the Twiston-Davis horses are performing at the minute.
Yeah, absolutely, and he's within about 7 lengths of the leader at the moment as Ballyoptic heads towards the middle of these 3 flights of hurdles. Cole Harden half a length away in 2nd place. You know what I mean, Harry in 3rd. Shon 2 Bob, Kotkikova on the inside of Nakarabo is now pushed along for the first time. The Romford Pele, Old Guard comes next as Ballyoptic hurdles that fluently. Shon 2 Bob didn't, he was the one that flattened it. Midfield, What a Night's making a little bit of progress. Old Guard and midfield as well for Ntompo 2. So Ballyoptic towards what is the 3rd last, jumping accurately out in front. Nakarabo made a mistake when beginning to retreat. You know what I mean, Harry. Shon 2 Bob recovering from that error, and they now come and join Cole Harden as they turn uphill. And a reminder, this will be the second last, despite the fact we still have best part of a mile still to travel in this GalliardHomes.com Cleeve Hurdle. So Ballyoptic on the outside of Cole Harden. The McManus pair, Kotkikova's got closer, the grey on the inside. You know what I mean, Harry, on the outer. Between the pair is Sean 2 Bob. The Romford Pele jumped up into 6th, then Old Guard and Tom Portu. What a night. Petit Zig having been out the back, making a little bit of progress. Pink Jacket into about 8th, and West Approach another from an awful long way back as Ballyoptic leads the turn downhill. And a reminder, there is only one more flight of hurdles to take. So Ballyoptic out in front, Cole Harden in second. You know what I mean, Harry, strongly on the heels of the leaders in third. Sean 2 Bob comes next. The Romford Pele races in 5th place. The grey Kotkikova as they begin to run downhill. Petit Zig continues to stay on from a long way back. Then Old Guard and Tom Portu's under pressure. Then What a Night and West Approach towards the outside. So running downhill to what will be the last. And out in front, Ballyoptic has been tracked every inch of this final circuit by You Know What I Mean, Harry, who has the leader in his sights. Cole Harden in third, Kotkikova in fourth, the Romford Pele. Old Guard, Sean 2 Bob still staying on from the back is West Approach, but Ballyoptic with Cole Harden rallying bravely up on the inside for Gavin Sheehan. And between the pair, You Know What I Mean, Harry, who may not have Ballyoptic so much to worry about now, but Cole Harden. So it's Cole Harden who leads the turn. No more flights of hurdles to take. You Know What I Mean, Harry. Barry Geraghty sitting quietly. West Approach in the orange jacket is running a mighty race and is pressing Ballyoptic for third as they head past the final flight of hurdles. Cole Harden, You Know What I Mean, Harry in second. West Approach running this mighty race in third. He's pulled out to have the temerity to have a crack at the front too. Cole Harden, You Know What I Mean, Harry, is asked to go and win the race, and he quickly stamps his authority. You Know What I Mean, Harry, idling now, he's got past Cole Harden. West Approach continues to run this mighty race. You Know What I Mean, Harry's losing concentration slightly out in front, but Barry Geraghty keeps him going, and You Know What I Mean, Harry repels several of the potential rivals for the Stayers' crown. Cole Harden second. What a run from West Approach. Remember, he's still a young horse with plenty of options at the festival. Ballyoptic fourth, Sean 2 Bob and Tom Portu. Old Guard, Petit Zig, Rev de Sibilla. What a night. Kotkikova, Nakarabo got round again. Henry Parry Morgan and the young master. Confident ride by Barry Geraghty, who just sat on the heels of first Ballyoptic and then Cole Harden. And when he asked to go to the front, You Know What I Mean, Harry just wandered, idled slightly, did no more than he has to, and that's why he's been staying ahead of the handicapper, and now he is a top-class horse this season, and he will stay at the top.